Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Julie of Julie's Plans. In today's video, I'm going to be planning the month of September, my notes pages, my dashboard page, all of that fun stuff. It's really hard to keep track of where the pages are still, but we're gonna get through it. So one of the things that I always like to start with is this line page that's before the title page and the quote page here. I'll show you how I did it in August. August was kind of a light month. I mean, I say that, but it was actually kind of busy. I'm trying to do better about using this page. It has been a struggle though. The new format is still something that I'm adjusting to. Like, I'm just used to having this line page and then the month page, and now it's just a lot of pages to flip back and forth through. So I'm still adjusting to it. So that's a sort of a glimpse of how I do my notes page. And here's a look at my, I can't remember if this is called like a dashboard page. I don't even remember what the heck this page is called. This is also another page that I am struggling with. I love this page for the memory keeping aspect of it, but this one is something that I'm just like, I'm gonna move forward and keep trying to use it and tweak it to make it work for me, but I don't know. I just don't know. I love this page, just still not sure about this page. So here's how the month of August looked. I don't use a kit on here. I found it to be a little bit too much for me last year when I was using kits, and I think I just kind of gravitated away towards that and decided to start using just leftover event labels and things like that from leftover sheets. So moving back over here, so some of the things that I will be using are the monthly collection sticker book edition 4 from Erin Condren, and I'm also going to be on the monthly section. I'll show you the Planner Kate stickers that I'm going to be using for that. So I'm just gonna flip to the September page, and it's got like a lot of purple in it. Obviously purple is the color for the month of September. I don't know that I will use all of this. This is a lot, and the peacock pattern, I don't know, it doesn't really scream September to me. I do like the quote though. It says, "Be so good they can't ignore you." I really do like that. So I'm just going to use that along the bottom. I do like the quotes. Oh, I put that a little bit too low. Let's just move that up a smidge. Okay, that's good. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and use maybe these two labels right here, just to sort of mark where my to-do list and just home things that need to get done. That part has really worked out well for me. I started, I think it was a couple months ago, trying to keep track of the things that I ordered, and I didn't follow through with that. So I've just kind of like left it out. I don't know. I feel in a rut with the way these pages are still sort of set up, and I don't know. I hope that they, the folks over at EC rethink the pages, because honestly, I love the not the scrapbook, but what I choose to use is as the memory page, memory keeping page on the other side of this page here, and this notes page. I don't really think that I need the other page there, so I'm not entirely sure. That's basically it. So I do like this quote sticker, but I don't know that I want to use it here in this page. I don't want to make this page too busy. I kind of just keep it straight and to the point, not a whole lot of extra fluff and things like that. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. So our typical like home to-do stuff is like your typical monthly stuff, like changing the air filters, and I like to dust our ceiling fans once a month. We don't have a whole lot of them, but we do have several of them, and it's something that I like to try and remember to do at least every month. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in our monthly to-do list for our home. Okay, so for our home list, I just, like I said, put down the air filters, clean out the fridge and the freezer and the pantry. Those are areas that I really do like to make sure we take a look at least once a month, like really clean everything out, make sure we don't have any old stuff sitting in there. And then of course the ceiling fans. I feel like I'm forgetting something else, but that's gonna be it for right now. And then my running to-do list, I don't really plan ahead of time. It's just kind of random things that I put on there as we remember, and if I can fit them somewhere in my weekly plans, then that's what I will do. So on to this page, like I said, this page is used for memory keeping, so it's going to stay blank. But on this page, I really do use the birthday section for birthdays, monthly goals here, and then a quote is what I normally put in this box right here. So my 3 monthly goals for the month of September are to walk 30 miles. If you remember last month, I did mention that I wanted to walk 60 miles, and I really think that I could have done it, honestly, if I had just tried a little bit harder. And there were some things that kind of just prevented that from happening as well that were a little bit out of my control, but I don't want to lose hope in my walking goal or quit walking altogether. So what I'm going to do is just kind of bring the goal down a little bit more, something a little bit more achievable, not easy, but achievable, and maybe work my way back up to that 60 miles at some point. And then one of my other goals is to sort of purge my planner and craft supplies. Lord knows I've been needing to do that for quite some time. It is just getting out of hand again. I don't know how we keep getting to this point, but we're going to address it this month. And then one of the other things is paint. There's actually 2 areas in the house that I've been dying to paint, and it just keeps getting pushed back. So I'm hoping that we can at least start on the loft area and the laundry room once we pick a paint color. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in that spot right there. Okay, so that section is done. Now in this section, like I said, I just put a quote, and a lot of times, honestly, I just find something random that's inspirational on Instagram. And this month, the quote is, "I give myself permission to be okay with where I am." I love that one. When I looked it up, it didn't say who said that, so it's like author unknown type thing. But I just really liked it, and I saved it from finding it on Instagram, and it has really just stuck with me, and I was like, that's the quote that's gonna be for September. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. Okay, that is in there. And then next I'm going to do birthdays, and I'm just gonna list those all right here. As you can see, I don't really put a whole lot of sticker or decoration here. This is the colorful layout of this section in my planner, so I don't really feel that it's entirely necessary to add more to it. So yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and write in all of these birthdays. There's a lot of people born in September, by the way, that are at least in my life, so. Okay, that's a lot of birthdays, holy cow. Okay, so for this next section in my planner, I am going to do the same thing I did last month, which was sort of pick some habits that I wanted to do for the week, although I didn't space it out quite right, but I'm hoping that I have penciled it out just a little bit better for this month. We shall see how it goes, but I just want to do some weekly tasks, and for us that's going to be checking our mail basket. We have a basket that sits on our kitchen counter that just kind of gets neglected sometimes and filled with mail that really needs to be addressed or thrown out or just whatever. It just needs to be sorted. I also want to make sure that we are meal planning every week and that we at least have 1 or 2 nights a week where we spend some time together as a family without any sort of phones, tablets, laptops, anything like that. So basically like a tech-free family evening. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on that, and hopefully I don't completely ruin it this month like I did last month. And I'm gonna have to pull this down just a little bit more, but I tried to go ahead and mark it ahead of time with pencil this time, just to make sure that that I don't totally mess it up. So we will go ahead and try that. And the pen that I'm using, because I know I always forget to mention it, and this is one that I've actually been using for, I think, a little over a month, maybe almost 2 months now. And it's the Pentel Energel X, and it's in 05. I really do like it because this one is a needle tip, and I just, for some reason, I just gravitate towards the needle tip. If you've been watching me at all for a little while, then you'll know that I used the tool pen for quite a while, and that is needle tip, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So for the first week of September, that is the 2nd through the 8th. So we'll just write that in there. I think that's how I was going to do that, was the 2nd through the 8th, the 9th through the 15th, and then 16 through 22, and 23 through 29. And if I continue this next month, the last couple of days of September will go on the October spread of this page, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is everything for this chart right here. I went ahead and put in the check/clean out our mailbox, meal prep and plan, phone/tech-free family time, and then I also added groom our dogs because we've needed to stay on top of their nails and just brushing them and all that stuff, because as the seasons change, it is like dog hair palooza at our house. So we're trying to stay on top of these things by making sure that it becomes a weekly thing and not waiting once a month, because it definitely does not work with 3 dogs and all of their nails. So now that I've got this page done, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the monthly spread. Okay, so over here, I just kind of have just some of the basic things. We don't have entirely too much going on so far in the month of September, with the exception of our son turning 17. I will be attending the Sugary Gal Shop New York conference this month, as well as speaking at it. Super excited about that. And other than that, there's a whole lot of football over here. So one of the things that I have really loved doing in my monthly spread was, like I said, I don't use kits, but I have a lot of like leftovers from Planner Kate that I put on just these sticker sheets, and I just try to use these up as opposed to using a kit, because I just find that it works a lot better. So for example, I'll just look for anything that's green to do my paydays, and like church things will all be the same color. In this case, football, I'll try to grab like, I don't know, blues, things like that, but it doesn't have to match perfectly, but I know that at least I'm getting some use out of these leftover stickers. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with paydays. I do see I have a few greens in here, so I'm gonna go with the green ones and pull out 4 of them to mark our paydays. Okay, and then so I've got the paydays down, and then what I want to do is mark the conference going on in New York, and what I think I'm going to actually do here is use one of these strips that I have from Planner Kate. It's just like a sort of a striped washi, but it's very nice and thin, so it's not going to take up a lot of space in my planner, but I can mark anything that's going to take up multiple days and use it just like I would use washi or anything else. And let's just see, I'm gonna mark all the way through Sunday. I don't think there's actually anything going on Sunday, but I won't be home until Sunday. So I definitely wanna mark it through Sunday. And I'm gonna grab like an arrow sticker. I think maybe I'll do, let me see. I might do something larger just because I'll be able to mark it a little bit better with something larger than just an arrow. I might have to grab a different sticker binder to get like a quarter box or something that will fit. Let's see if we have a purple. I know we've got a purple. I think the colors for that conference are like purple and black or something like that. Oh my gosh, but oh, let's go with a different purple. Let's see if we have a darker purple. In my mind, that makes more sense. Okay, let's put that here. Okay. I'm just gonna write that in. That works. And then next up we have my son's birthday. I think I want to use another box that was that same size except maybe green. We're just gonna go with green. He likes green. Actually, let's go with blue. I feel like the green is like too close to like the payday color stickers, but yeah, I really want it to stand out. And that is very crooked. I miss the lines being on the monthly spread. Do you guys remember that? I miss that a lot. Okay, I also could not believe that my child is about to be 17. Like my youngest child is going to be 17. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be fine. It's fine. Okay, so next up, I want to put in all of these amazing football events. I really, really do. But now we've got to see how we can get those to fit. Let's see if I've got any sticker sheets of quarter boxes that will work. And I'm pretty sure I do. It's just a matter of fitting it in. And I think there's enough of the blue ones so that I can actually do all blue for football. And I still have some leftover football stickers from last year, and this is sheet S390, but this year she also has S560. I'm going to use these on my weekly spreads, not so much the monthly spread. I'll need more space, so I'm going to use these here. And I'm just going to use all of these sort of navy blue and just darker blue ones and try to fit those in. Okay, now that I've got all of those in, I also want to mark that there's no school and no work here. And instead of marking like two or using two stickers that say no school and no work, I'm just going to use one big half box. I kind of just want to make it as simple as possible. So yeah, I think I will do we're just going to do gray. That's what we're gonna do for right now. And I'm just gonna put it right in the middle since it applies to both days. Okay, so my son also still has cross country. Oh my gosh, I can talk. But I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to mark it, just because sometimes it's not at the same time. But I also thought about using these longer strips to mark across each week. But then I'm like, what color do I want to use? Probably a whole lot of blue. So I feel like I'm gonna have to move some things. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm going to have to move some things up because I think it'll just make more sense for me this way. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll move the payday up. I didn't think that that was going to be a big deal, but I think it'll bother me if it's just not all straight across and me not having to wrestle with different things in the way, sticker-wise, so we're just gonna move it all up. Okay, so now that I've moved everything up and out of the way for the most part, I think I'm just gonna use some arrows from these freebies that come with like the Planner Kate orders and these strips and just kind of mark practice for the week. So for this week, it's going to be every day at 6. And this way, if the time changes, I can go ahead and adjust it. But for the most part, it's at 6. Sometimes they change it to right after school. It just depends on who has different spaces reserved. So that can be a little difficult, to say the least. And then I'm just gonna go in with a different blue for this week. Let's actually use it for this week. Oh, and that covers like the weeks perfectly. That's awesome. And then for this week, I don't actually know if he's gonna go on the day of his birthday, but I'm pretty sure he'll want to. I think we're gonna celebrate the week before just because I'm out of town. So I'm gonna move this up as well. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but we're gonna move it. Just a little bit. Actually, let's put this down first. And make sure we have space. I feel like that's crooked as well, but it's gonna have to work. Oh yeah, or all of it's really crooked. Oh my gosh. Oh, the things we do to make our planners look cute, right? This is just frustrating, very frustrating. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so I don't have like the matching arrows and stuff, and it's starting to just not matter. So I think I'll just do like a green and a blue and another. Oh, I still have a whole other week to plan for. Oh yeah, we need to do one more week. I was just looking down and realizing that there is another week in here. Oh my gosh, September is gonna be, it's not even that long of a month. Okay. There we go. Every day cross country. My goodness. Well, every Monday through Friday anyway. So I'm just gonna fill out the arrows and add those in. Okay, so I think that that is everything so far for the month view. I also normally add our daughter's work schedule, but she doesn't have her schedule going forward for the first week of September just yet, or at least when I am filming this video. So that is everything for the month view. I actually like how this turned out. I know that there's some more things that we're gonna have to go ahead and add in here, but I'm really loving like this football section. I'm so excited for football. Oh my gosh. I primarily watch NFL more than college football. Don't yell at me. It's just, I have not really gotten into college football enough to really have a team. Like I'll always root for the Longhorns, but I feel like that's more my husband's team than mine. I never actually picked my own. Anyway, enough about that. So that's everything for that page and everything for my notes page. I'm so ready to move on to September, and hopefully it's not too crazy of a month. So that is everything for this plan with me for the month of September. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you will stick around and subscribe. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.